from what I found, like 95% of things that are enjoyable at first are bad for you, you know?
Yeah.
And it often feels like, what's your advice, like, to someone who feels like they're really at war with their vices? They're thinking like, why does everything that's good, that feels good, bad for me, you know? I'm sure you get this question all the time. Like, why does everything that feels good bad and everything that feels bad good? Why is the cold shower good? Why is, you know, the avoiding the snacks good, you know?
Yeah, well, I'll give a summary from what I've learned from Andrew Huberman like this, because this is more sciencey stuff, and it's all about dopamine. So dopamine was seen as like the pleasure molecule. It's not really. Hormone. It's more actually about motivation and the pursuit of something. So, you know, back in the caveman days, we got dopamine as we smelt food, or we smelt, like, you know, we heard water or something. Oh, let's get over there. But then when you do the thing, your dopamine doesn't actually increase that much. It's the pursuit of something. It's the motivation thing, right? So it's motivation just means that you feel good to go and do the thing soon, right? So we feel like incredibly motivated. Essentially, we feel a lot of dopamine when we're about to do something that's going to be very stimulating: porn, video games, junk food, drugs, everything, right? But what I've learned about dopamine from Andrew Huberman's podcast is that there will always be a peak and then a drop below baseline for anything pleasurable. So if, let's say, just to quantify it, our normal baseline of dopamine is 50 just to quantify.
50.
And if we go and watch porn, it's going to go up to 75. Oh, no. Even more, about 100 or something. It's going to double, right? Which is huge, right? And that seems okay, whatever. And then, you know, okay, we go back to 50. No. You don't go back to 50. Your baseline now is 40.
Yeah.
And now you feel a little bit worse tomorrow, don't you? You know, you watched a bunch of porn, you nutted a few times, everything. Okay, but you're on 40. I feel kind of bad. The thing I do when I feel bad is watch porn. Okay, I'm at 90. Yeah, pretty good. Oh, yeah, nice, man. Oh, wait, I'm at 30 now. And again,
it compounds
up to 80, down to 20, and eventually you're at like 0, minus 20, whatever. And eventually you have to pay the price of the pleasure that you've just had with pain.
Yeah.
And the way to reverse this, just 2 simple words that I've been saying to myself over and over and over again: more pain, more pain, more pain. That's what we need in life. If you want to have a happy life, if you want to have a life of happiness and joy, you need to go and pursue some more pain in something that's reasonable, in something that means a lot to you. You need to go and sacrifice and feel uncomfortable, especially as a man, to feel uncomfortable for some pursuit of something important. Let's say your physique. You go and put in the work today and it feels painful. Sometimes it can feel like you can love the gym, but sometimes it's genuinely really painful to go to failure on a set. And, you know, that's just resistance training. Let's say you really go and do the thing that's genuinely tricky for you. So for me, it's like ice baths. Cold's really painful for me. Another guy might be cardio. Another guy might be weightlifting. Another guy, it could be stretching.
Whatever.
You specifically go and find the thing that's painful for you, and then you do it, because just like, you know, there was the rise and then the drop below baseline, there's actually the inverse of that with pain. That with pain, our dopamine goes down first, and then it shoots up above baseline for hours. So for example, Huberman said this: an ice bath can increase your dopamine by 2-3 times for like 3 hours afterwards. So you literally like you actually get like almost a new baseline for a little while. You get like this way bigger peak. And I also learned this in a non-scientific way from a guy that I met in Thailand who was covered in tattoos, literally up to like all here, everywhere, right? I know that's like a huge process. So I asked him how long it took. He said like almost 200 hours of being needled, right? And he just gave me like this thing, which I don't think he knew the science of it, but he just said, I've done it because it was painful and I needed to pay for the pleasure that I've had in life.
Wow. Deep.
Based.
Yeah, based.
He was a very base guy, wasn't he?